All right, people, we here. Don't be square. Hello. Welcome back, guys. This is CallMeNakomi, and of course, this is CallMeNakomi World, back for another episode and review of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, Episode 6. Big things happening, and of course, the big things that happen, I'm going to have to go big this year. Go big or go home. I got the fam with me today, man. I got the whole fam with me today.
All right.
What? Yo. Introducing JueJams, Road Dog, Jesse James, and Nita J, my sister, our little big sister, our big little sister, rather. It's a beautiful thing, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy, guys. Thank you. We got people live in the chat. We got people live in the chat. Please go ahead. Make sure you hit us up in the chat. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know if you have any questions that you would like for us to answer. Please, before we go any further, like, comment, subscribe. Don't be lazy. It'll take you 2 seconds to go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share it with your friends. You know we funny. Stop playing and stop fronting. Go ahead and like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. Where we really I'm getting close to 500. I want to get there, man. I want to get there. I think to do it.
In the words of Murder, if you ain't hating, why you waiting?
There you go. Church. Plain and simple, y'all. So much. First off, before we go into the show, I'm not gonna take too long. I promise we're gonna get this in within an hour. We're gonna do this in an hour. I'm gonna do my best to do that. Before we go any further, I want to thank y'all so much. You, Julian, Jesse, Nita, thank y'all so much for joining me here. When I was driving to work today, all I could think about is this is exactly what I saw 6 years ago when we were watching Game of Thrones. And as soon as the episode was over, we would call each other on the phone and just be cracking up for an hour.
That's facts.
Just talking about it. And all I could think about is, we should do this on YouTube, man. This is entertainment and comedy for me. So I'm just like, at the very least, I want to share this with people. This our love for Game of Thrones and our love for each other, and basically just the camaraderie that we have basically in fantasy. That's not shown a lot basically in Black families, but I'm so happy that my family is a sci-fi fantasy loving family. So I'm so happy, and thank you so much for joining me, y'all.
You're welcome. Big shouts out to Penn State. They sitting on top of the Big East out there.
Big Ten. What you talking about? You talking about
Big Ten? Big Ten. They sitting on top of the Big Ten in softball. They kicking ass. You can see what you got there, Nene. What you got on your shirt there? Is that the Queen Bee?
Queen Bee, Killer Bees.
She's on mute. She's on mute.
Are you on mute?
You're on mute. Yeah, she is on mute.
Everybody should be able to be on. Did I mute you? Hold up. Unmute. Can you hear me? Oh, hold up. I can't hear you. Technical difficulties. We're gonna get it. We're gonna fix it up. Check your mic, check your settings, and make sure that your mic is selected for whichever mic you're using. Like go to the little sprocket, and select the right mic that you want to use.
How about now?
Yes, we got you. You in the say hey to the world. Say hey to the world.
Hey everyone.
And that's my little sister.
Queen Bee, Julian. Queen
Bee.
Of course.
Queen Bee.
She does it all. Country, hip hop, house.
I mean, what doesn't she
R&B,
do? Well, this is not a
reggae
show. I can go on a tangent, but I'm not.
And the road dog rocking the plaid. I love it. Yep.
Absolutely. Gotta keep it dapper, man.
Love it.
Everybody's represented there. Everybody's representing right now.
What's that on your shirt?
Sigma.
Of course.
Oh. South Carolina State is HBCU day at the school. So I got the South Carolina State.
Oh, I like it. Oh. Yo, my daughter told me that she was gonna steal my my Penn State because I wear this hoodie around the house all the time. She's like, I'm gonna steal that hoodie.
Tired of it.
And I'm just like, yo, you can steal my hoodie when you go to college and you buy me a hoodie from your alma mater.
Hail the pit.
What?
I'm tired of it too. I'm gonna tell her, go hide that thing. Hide it.
Never. This thing is older than she is. This thing is double her age, bro.
I
Really.
remember it.
Literally. So, but anyway, without further ado, guys, let's get into what we came to do. We're going to talk about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, season 1, episode 6, the season finale. Yeah. It was a big season. And thank y'all so much for stepping in last week to help me out and cover for episode 5. It was a big episode. Funny, I was sick to my stomach. It was good, right, Nita?
It was really good. Y'all did really good.
Y'all did really good, man. I was sick to my stomach that I couldn't have did that with y'all, man. I was just like, I'm gonna miss. I felt like I was I'm missing the Battle of the Bastards.
Battle of the Bastards.
It was
2026.
It was close.
I'm missing the wall. When the wildlings took the wall. Those episodes.
The Watcher on the Wall. That was crazy.
You know that Game of Thrones, the best episodes are always the second to last episodes. Yes. And basically the last episode is when you deal with all the fallout from the craziness that happened.
When they wrap everything up.
Hence the title Morrow.
Morrow,
Meaning tomorrow or what's yet to come.
Exactly. I'm glad that you continued on with the tradition of me not knowing the episode name and you being completely on top of that. Every single episode, this whole entire watch review, I'm like, what's that episode name? And you be on it with it, Julian. That's Julian is our maester. Julian is our grand maester.
I hope it's not that trash maester that opens up this season. This episode.
He said you couldn't cure itchy butthole.
Hey,
what are you doing here?
Like
burning stage, like you Erykah Badu.
Hey, there's no more we could do for him. Give him some milk to the
He gonna die.
He ain't gonna make it.
Die. He ain't gonna make it. He was like, he's like this.
You see the smell like
he's done.
Oh hell no.
He's done, son. He's done. He's cooked.
Done.
There's nothing you can do.
He's good, y'all.
White. The way he smelled, he must be dying. I know he dying. Shoot.
Call it.
I'll tell you right now.
Call it.
Call it.
I'm calling it. He ain't gonna make it.
Yo, but so the episode begins though with some real Spike Lee joint. With the soft jazz music playing. And I was like, what the hell is this I'm watching? And I was just like, it's some Spike Lee joint. They basically just looking at him like he is in the bowels of his solitude right now. Basically, that's what that music said. It was just like they were just looking down at him like, is he gonna live? Poke him with a stick. That's basically what they were looking at him like.
And that's a Spike Lee like camera view too. That's like a Spike Lee. Yeah, the camera views has been crazy.
I was waiting for them to basically start doing like a steady cam with him just basically walking and everything else behind him is moving and he's just staying cut. What's the name? But basically, the soft jazz is playing and they're in Dunk's camp and leaning over him is Lionel Baratheon and who looks definitely not the worst for wear, but he looking a little roughed up. Battle exactly. He looks a little worse for wear, but the Maester is looking down at him like, I don't know what to do first, man. I don't know. Basically, so they're just looking at him, and Lionel sits down next to him and offers him a wineskin. He takes it, but he don't drink. He's just like, he still looks dazed and confused, bro. He still looks battled, like he's just basically dealing with the aftermath of everything that happened. Mm-hmm. How one event that's led all the way down to this crescendo where he punched a royal and he laid out a royal and then ended up killing a whole nother one. And now he's just like, I just killed the heir of the throne.
Yeah, it's all starting to sink in.
It's all starting to sink in. He's just like, yo, everything. So I
just wanted to be a knight. That's all I want.
That's all I wanted to be
a knight. I wasn't even trying to end up killing the heir to the Iron Throne.
He just wanted to prove himself.
You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to be on the road, hang out with his horses, eat a little beef jerky. You know what I'm saying? That's all he was really. He wasn't even trying to hang out in the castles. That was cool if he was hanging out in the castles. That was cool, but he wasn't trying to do all that. Next thing you know, he done throw the whole entire realm in the upheaval, man. He like, damn.
And what's crazy is, right, the whole time he had, Duncan ain't the smartest guy. I mean, straight out of Flea Bottom, orphan guy, but he had a plan. He was like, look, Sir Arlen was taking me to this tourney. Arlen is gone. I'm gonna be a knight somehow. Let me go to this tourney, try to impress some upper lords, and maybe I'll get taken into service. And now this happens. God damn.
And now this happens.
What the hell?
Matter of fact, he almost made it.
Here.
Matter of fact, he almost made it.
Yeah,
he won. What's the name? He won the Battle of the Seven. He won it, and the heir to the throne was just like, yeah, we need good guys like you. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, his whole cantaloupe was basically busted open in the back, yo. It was just like, he was ready to basically this. Man, it was just like, I felt bad for the kid. Man. So he's sitting there, and Lionel's just like, man, it's all right. You come on the road with me, man. We gonna chill. We gonna fish. We gonna hawk. We gonna make merry. Whatever that's gonna be. Basically, it's mad boring in the Stormlands. So we gonna basically do. We gonna do right. We're gonna do all the Robert Baratheon on the road stuff.
Have a good time with his bro.
I got a deja vu. With what other show was somebody about to die from a head injury, and they thought that they didn't even realize they was about to die? They was still half alive.
I'm never good at your trivias. I knew I was gonna fail.
Breaking Bad.
My recall is horrible.
Oh. Oscar Frey.
Yes.
When he turned around, that bomb exploded, and he turned around, and he was just like,
that dude was still fixing his tie. He thought he was still. Yeah.
I'm still.
What show is this?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Good one.
That was classic.
Mr. Fring.
Classic. Exactly.
Mr. Fring. Gustavo Fring.
Gustavo. Yes.
Gustavo Fring.
Pushing that weight out the chicken joint. all day. Yeah, man. So, basically Lionel's just like, all right, it's boring now that the tournament's over. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on the road with me. We can make a good duo out on the out on the road. We really do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? War is coming sooner or later.
Yeah.
Lionel knows. Lionel's just like, yo, I'm ready to start ready to light the match right now.
I think he was trying to plan something. He's trying to plan something. He's trying to build a team.
I think something's already planned.
Yeah. He's trying to build a team.
He like, hey, man.
He wanted muscle. And there's no more bigger muscle than Sir Duncan the Tall.
Sir Duncan the Tall. He's like, hey, man, things about to go down.
Fresh, green, impressionable.
So, and so, because in those days, it wasn't about who had the bigger guns. The guns was actually the people. The people were the biggest guns. So just like the dragons was basically considered a nuclear weapon, because living wise, there was nothing that could compare. So if you can get the biggest, strongest soldiers,
the knights are basically,
you basically have the bigger guns.
Pretty much. Whoever has the
bigger guns,
most well trained and the most numerous amount of soldiers basically can win the day. It's anybody's game now. It's anybody's game. The playing field is now leveled. Y'all basically are in charge just because y'all were the last ones to have it. That's basically all that's going on right now.
And then he turns him down.
He turns him down. He was just like, because he was talking wild. He was just like, man, he sounded real crazy. He was just like, only good dragon is a dead dragon. I was like, damn, my man just died. He was just like, whoa, you wildin'.
Yo, the Targaryens was hated. I mean, they were hated. They're not hated, but more like feared.
They weren't feared. They were I think that they were feared, but they were feared because they basically were the rulers. I don't think they were feared because they people just like, hey, We could go fair. We could shoot the fair one now.
And the reality is, the reality is they were hated because here you go, you done took over our whole continent, cheating, basically using dragons.
Right.
You know, we out here fighting wars after wars, you know, trying to see who's on top, and you come in here with the dragons and take over, and now your dragons are gone, and we still got to bow and bend the knee to you.
Exactly. And we still got to bend the knee. Why?
Why are we bending the knee?
And on top of it, this one broke hedge knight who hasn't taken a bath in who knows how long just made your whole entire rule look foolish. Made all of y'all look foolish in front of everybody right here. And you know what? Secrets don't stay quiet in the Seven Kingdoms. Period. Everybody gonna know about Duncan the Tall. Everybody going home right now, and them ravens are gonna fly. So everybody know that they're weak.
That part where he hasn't taken a bath, and you notice like towards the end of the show, the flies are starting to buzz around him again.
Right.
The flies are starting to buzz around him again.
Exactly, man. It's just like and that dude beat y'all. That dude beat y'all with all your flowery things and everything like that. Is just like from even when the armorer was talking about how all those lords with their flowers and gold and all that stuff like that. I make regular armor, and it's stronger than theirs, and that's basically what it comes down to. Regular armor, and it's stronger than yours. Plain and simple. So anyway, try to move this along a little bit. All right, so he's just like, hey, come on with me. It'll be good. Have you ever been to Tarth? And I was just like, yo, dropping Easter eggs out there. I'm just like, have you ever been to Tarth? I'm just like, oh snap. Is he gonna make it? Are they gonna sooner or later basically make it to Tarth? With where Brienne, which that's the Easter egg right there. Brienne of Tarth, basically, who is a possible descendant of Duncan the Tall. And in I think it was Feast of Crows, one of those books. Basically, she was talking about seeing a shield that looks kind of like Dunk's shield.
Yeah, and described the shooting star and the elm tree.
Exactly. I was just like, that was a really nice Easter egg that they threw in right there. But so the maesters, they're looking at him and burning sage like he's gonna fix something with some incense, and he's just like, your wounds are beyond my abilities. And Lionel's like, get the hell on, son. You'll be fine.
He's touching it, smelling the pus, and like, this don't smell right.
This don't smell right. Get on somewhere, son. So Dunk doesn't think it's a good idea though for him to go with Lionel, because he's just like, yo, suffering follows me everywhere I go. But Lionel's just like, yo, the realm. He says that he did the realm a service, basically saying the only dragon is a dead dragon. So it seems like Lionel has some things, in play, or at least some other lords, because obviously the Fossil Waves was talking crazy, even though before he tried, he double crossed them. Obviously, so the Fossil Waves feel some type of way. The Ashfords, who they actually are staying with, felt some type of way about the Targaryens because they actually joined the other side during the rebellion. So everything's kind of shaky right now. So Lionel seems like he understands that it's an opportunity. Chaos is a ladder. So, but he's just like, no, he's just like, he turns, he tells him basically war is coming. But he's basically says like he doesn't want to do it. But Lionel's just like, all right, think about it. Yeah. And after the feast or whatever it is, a roast or whatever, like he said.
Roast.
After the roast, we're gonna be heading out. You come with us.
He's like, I love you like a brother, or I can hate you like a brother.
I can hate you like a brother.
That's my dog.
And that's a little foreshadowing too, because Dunk ends up fighting Sir Lionel later on in history.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then after the roast, after he says, after the roast, the scene cuts away to Baelor's cremation.
To a roast. To a literal roast.
It's like a comedy thing with this director, man. He was good. The cinematography, the music, the cutting back and forth, the timing of everything.
I'm just like, there's so many other shows that I wish had a competent executive producer who understands the content and because the books are not serious like that. It's all kind of not. It's not a comedy, but there is some jest in it. There is some levity, some fun that basically gets put into it. It makes sense because they have a kid in the story, so it makes sense to basically have some fun in there. So meanwhile, the royal family basically are cremating Prince Baelor. And all the high lords basically are present.
And we finally get to see the king.
And the king, which I thought was weird. I was like, was the king there the whole time? I'm like, how much time has passed? That much time hasn't passed. Where the hell is he at?
Well, and Ashmart is not that far because Ashmart is still in the Reach. So it's still in the south, so the king probably could have gotten there in a couple of days.
Maybe he was on his way or something.
Yeah, he got there, and it was him, his wife. He had his other, the other daughters. A couple of the other daughters was there.
Exactly.
So it was pretty interesting to see more Targaryens out there.
Time has passed because remember, like, egg hair started to grow back.
Yes,
a little bit.
The stitching on people's faces. So some healing was going on.
And Dunk had a black eye.
Right.
Dunk eye was.
His eye was closed up.
Yeah.
And now his eye ain't.
Yeah. So
that takes a couple days.
Yeah, that takes a couple days.
That takes a few days
or so.
That takes about a week. Exactly. That's some blood magic. That's some blood magic to do that in a day.
They always taking
the hand. He got stabbed in the gut.
Exactly.
He got stabbed in the thigh.
He got stabbed in the thigh. He got stabbed in the calf muscle. I mean, he got jigged up, bro. He got jigged up.
It took about 7 or 8 stab jukes, yo.
My man got lit up like 50 Cent, yo. He got lit up like 50 Cent and came back anyway, yo. They came back. So the High Lords are all there, including Maekor and Egg and the king, and Baelor's son Baelor is there basically, and he had a little bit of melanin there with him. I'm not mad at it. Basically, he married a girl from
the pink hair girl.
Yes, the pink hair girl. She's from one of the free cities. So he married a girl from the free city. So she was there.
At first, when I saw her, I thought she was was it Valerian or
one of the girls from that side of the family, the sea snake.
But but the one that wasn't there that was like notable was the drunk.
He don't need to be. He don't want to be there.
He was not there.
He kind of drowned his sorrows, bro.
He did not want to be there. So that shows how much they really.
He's never really with the family, man. He really don't follow them.
He don't want to be with them. He don't want to be in all that war and.
Nope.
You want no part of that.
He didn't want to be there in the first place, bro. Yep. Not at all. So his son basically he's there. The son is there sitting by himself. And when Dunk actually comes to pay his respects, and I was just like, yo, Dunk is a brave soul, bro. Dunk is gonna go into any spot that he feels like he's gonna go into, and he's not even gonna push himself. It's just something about Dunk. You just like, you know what? He could probably kill me if he wanted to, but at the same time, I'm not even really afraid of him. I just feel like he's just a stand-up dude. Yeah. Come on in here and get you a plate, my dude. Like he got an invitation to the barbecue wherever he go. His card don't ever get declined.
He's a sweetie.
He's a sweetie. But, get mad at that kid.
It was real brave to go to the funeral, though.
Like, it was brave to go to the funeral. At least he arrived a little late to pay his respects. Yeah. He didn't come there at the time. He came afterwards. But Baelor was sitting there by himself, just pondering stuff. And so he's there talking about how, his father actually died in his armor, which is supposed to be the other way around. And that's basically kind of the way that all parents think when they basically have children. Whereas it's like, that's like the worst thing that can happen is that if your child dies before you do. But his father, it really kind of it bothers him a lot. And it's like the same thing that everybody keeps at least the royals or the high lords basically are asking, like, we lost like the next king for you. Like, why? Like, what was you? Why are you so special? So even Baylor basically asks him, why did the gods spare you and took my dad, pretty much? And he's just like,
get it, because
I don't know.
Baylor was so loved. Baylor was so loved. They couldn't wait for him. They couldn't wait for the king to die so Baylor could take over.
Baylor was like Prince William, which everybody's waiting for Prince Charles to just go somewhere. Everybody's waiting for Prince Charles to just go somewhere. You can get on to the Prince William phase. You know what I'm saying? But basically, it is like, dang, son, for you,
you lost him for you.
You better be worth it, my dude. You better be worth it. So
and once again, it shows more of the of how the Dornish mom, the hair comes through on him as well, and all he had was a little streak of the blonde.
Yeah,
right. In the books, Baylor is supposed to actually have more white streaks himself personally. It's supposed to be like black with white streaks, basically, for Baylor too. So that shows basically that they're not full Targaryen. Even Baylor is not full Targaryen. But like, I guess it just depends. Like, genetics, basically, when it comes through and it doesn't come through. But Baylor seems like a stand-up dude too. He doesn't seem like he was like, he actually really politely asked Dunk to leave. He literally politely asked Dunk to leave.
Can you get out of my face?
Just please get out my face, please. See, it was the nicest way to ask somebody to get out my face.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the crutch that he was walking on? It was just a stick.
It was just a stick. It wasn't a crutch. It was
just a stick. He had poking up his arm. Did you see the crutch that Lionel had?
Lionel had.
His had antlers.
It was whole antlers, basically. He just got to do everything big.
It was like professionally made.
My thought was, what the hell you got like an antler that big that you was able to make a crutch, and you just walk around with it? You just carry that around with you no matter where you go? Is that like that's your after Tony crutches, basically? Crazy, son. Crazy.
He's bold and vibrant. He's flashy.
He's flashy. I'm not mad at it. I am Lionel Baratheon. Plain and simple. Basically, right after that, but real quick too. I mean, we touched on it pretty much. His brother's son was just like, yo, he was supposed to be the next great king, and now we won't have that, So it just make me think that even the son is just like, I mean, it is making everybody question whose hands is the realm going to be in next. Because even the son, who is now basically the new heir, even he is like thinking, he probably thinks that his father would have did a better job than he would too.
Because the Targaryens just have such a bad name.
Right.
They just have such a bad name, just bad rulers, and they're just waiting for him to take over.
Yo, man. And my man Baylor was out there like JFK. Everybody was just like, yo, I believe in tomorrow. I believe in tomorrow. And he took him out, son.
He was a JFK.
He went to Houston and they took him out, bro. I was like, dang. Now what is we gonna do? Now what is we gonna do?
Oh my
man?
God.
That's right now, man. So anyway, as Dunk basically walks back through the 20 village, which is basically getting torn down because everybody's leaving and going about their business. One of my favorite parts of the whole episode, Raymond basically catches up to him out of nowhere, man. That's his twin, man. That's like, yo, that's my whoa, man. That's my bro. That's my B. That's all day, forever, son. That's my bro. Go back like
episode 1 when he tried.
Every time this dude is walking by himself, Raymond comes out of nowhere. Yo.
Out of nowhere.
And what is he gonna say? Let's go eat, man. Can you eat?
I can eat.
I can eat.
I always know where the party's at. He's always
know where the party's at.
Encouraging word. That's his
Raymond's a good time, son. Raymond's a good time. He ain't crazy and all out there like Lionel, but Raymond's like, yo, let's go get some cider and go chill, have some apples, man.
Exactly what you need. You know what you need? Come on.
Come on, son.
Come on.
So no, this is the funny part. So Raymond catches up with him, right? And they just like, so they both limping along together. After they both barely making it through. And
days later, they got fucked up.
They both got messed up, son. So Duncan basically feels like everybody's blaming him for Baylor's death. Some people was looking at him happily, and some people was basically looking at him like with disdain. You know what I'm saying? But Raymond doesn't. Raymond's just like, yo. And he's like, yo, we fought with you, and it's okay. It's okay, Dunk. And he gives him a long, awkward hug and Dunk was like,
yo, he said, come on, bring it in, buddy.
Bring it in, bro.
He said, bring it in. He's like,
when he did the head pat, like, all right, it's over.
I do it to my daughter sometimes. I'll be like, all right, baby, come on.
Feel it.
Feel it. Woosah.
There it is. Let it go. He did
a Yolanda Van Zandt. He did a Yolanda Van Zandt fix my life on him real quick. Real quick.
And now also while they were walking, I don't know if y'all peeped the little there was like little kids in the background, like pretending they was Dunk killing the dragon. Like
I didn't catch it then. I caught it later on at the other thing later on. But
like, yo, be down, dragon. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Lord. You know,
the legend grows.
Like, when the kids was imitating Omar from The Wire.
Right.
I want to be Omar.
That right there, Julian, was a deja vu. That was a deja vu right there. That was, I mean, yeah, I caught it the second time, but I didn't catch it that time. I meant to watch the show over again, but I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, so everybody has come to grips with what's going on. Everybody's processing what's going on. And, Raymond is there to basically comfort Dunk through it. You know what I'm saying? So, he tells him that he walks him over to basically his tent, which is all he got left because his bum ass cousin decided to leave him, saying, "Oh, how you gonna go against family?
Yeah,
you whack as hell, bro. You promised that dude the whole entire moon, and you just left him the second after." That was some old knowledge from belly stuff, son. Where basically you had everybody. You knew you wasn't supposed to call the spot. If you get hit, if you get picked up, you know you were supposed to call the spot. Immediately, he basically called us. He turned on him immediately. So his cousin basically left him with nothing but a tent. So, but he was in good spirits. He was just like, I got my licks in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I whooped his ass, and he was mad.
And they lost.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And he lost to his little cousin in the first trial of the 7 in 100 years. So you mad. But Raymond wasn't mad though. He basically was, leading Dunk back, and he had a new sigil, on his new kind of apple shaped shield that he had with the green apple. And apparently my man got married last night. He got a whole baby mama. Overnight, he got a whole baby mama.
Let's be clear. It's a baby mom.
Yo,
physically
pregnant and everything. How long were they there? How long were they there?
He's a fool.
That was the longest laugh I had through the whole show. I said, yo, she got him.
Marry her.
He married her the same day, probably. Cause you heard she said she had to help him out of his armor. And try to help him.
Nobody would help him. Nobody would help him with his wounds, but she offered.
So he was pregnant already.
Is she pregnant already?
And they know she's pregnant. How long were they there?
Even Dunk was like,
no. Dunk was like, who gonna tell him?
Exactly.
Who gonna tell him? You ain't telling me. Yeah.
Congratulations, bro.
I don't even have the heart.
I don't have the heart to break it to him, son. I don't have the heart to break it to him.
You guys, man.
Nah, and she walked up like, "Hi, Sir Duncan," like she didn't know him.
Like she didn't know him.
He knew you, and you know him.
Don't blow up the spot.
Don't blow
up the spot.
She was rooting for him in the stands. Yeah,
exactly.
This wasn't cheer for him in the stands.
Don't blow up the spot. Oh, hi, stranger that I've never met before and who don't know what I was doing last night. Dressing whores in what's the name in the Epstein tent. You were dressing whores in the Epstein tent back there. Come on, son. But yo, he was just like, and guess what? She's pregnant. I'm just like, you wildin'.
He probably think, yo, my seed is potent. My boys can swim.
That would have been the illest Apple reference, Apple pun I ever heard in my life if you would have said my seed is potent.
That means that girl was pregnant before they got married. How long were they there?
Genetically, it's impossible.
How long were they there, man? They couldn't have been there a week.
She don't know. She don't know who the daddy is.
I'll be there for at least a couple months, bro. At least a couple months.
She might have been pregnant when she got there.
Like, you know what?
She was pregnant already. She was pregnant already. Yo.
Already.
She was already pregnant.
Like you know you're
that long.
She came to that 20.
You know that you're pregnant already. Some women just know. Some women just know.
And that goes to show you how simple-minded Raymond is.
Exactly.
Dunk is
not smart, but Dunk had the face like, I know that's not he's literally an idiot. And
I ain't been around the block. Dunk is like, I ain't been around the block like that, but I know some math don't work. This math ain't mathing, bro. This math ain't mathing. No. So, but they got married.
It did. And that's his boo.
That's his boo, man. You can't tell him nothing. Yo, that would end the friendship. It would end the friendship if Dunk was to say anything to him. He will fight Dunk for that woman. You can see it in his face. He will die for that woman.
He like, ain't she funny?
She funny. She's the best. Yo. I'm so lucky.
Sure.
So I was just like, yo, that was crazy wild. Oh, and it's a boy.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Yo.
First of all, they don't know that.
Wait a minute. And it's a boy.
The writers are amazing.
For them to say we're gonna name him Dunk.
Wait, did he say that it's a boy?
He said it's a boy. He said it's a boy. You're right. And I was waiting to see is they gonna say, yeah, we're gonna name him Dunk after you. That's what I was waiting for.
I wouldn't be shocked.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh, Raymond's naming his first son after Dunk.
They don't got sonograms
just like Egg Will.
What is going on?
Raymond's gonna name his first son after Dunk. Period.
The writers that was funny.
What if he comes out of ginger? He's gonna come out of ginger. That's gonna be
that son gonna come out with blonde hair, son. And they're gonna look at each other like, matter of fact, that child's gonna come out with silver hair.
Maybe.
Even she gonna be shocked. She gonna be like,
are you Targaryen? Turn around on him.
We gonna ride that lie to the day.
Ride that lie to death.
You must have some Targaryen in your blood.
Have some Targaryen blood. I mean, it happens. I mean,
it can happen.
But yo, so just then though, go ahead, Julie. You gonna say?
No, but then they go to the next funeral because there's a couple of funerals going on.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna go to the next one.
The bees.
Go ahead. First, no. We're gonna get there. But first, the Kingsguard come up and say, "Hey, Mako wants to see you, bro." And Raymond, but Raymond was just like, "Yo, nah. Hey, my boy.
We can start at 7 all over again.
What's We
ain't doing that.
He ain't going nowhere. What? I can talk to him right here. I want to talk to him. You can talk to him right here.
Say what you gotta say.
They bold now, son. They done won the battle. You can't tell them nothing.
You can't tell them nothing, son.
7?
What?
You can run one. What's up?
Run it back.
Yo, he ready. He's ready for
Don't put the battery in everybody's back.
I got a woman. I got a baby on the way.
I got a baby on the way.
What's
going on? I feel strong.
I will fight a Kingsguard right now. I will fight one right now.
Yeah, I was knighted yesterday.
Yeah, I was knighted yesterday, baby. What? Big fossil way.
Oh.
Not the little one.
Not the little one. Capital
Yeah.
F. Fossil
But
way.
Dunk,
True.
but see, that shows Dunk's higher level of understanding. He was like, "Yo, relax, bro. I gotta see what the next dude is."
It's all right.
The dude's a Targaryen. What do you want me to do?
Maturity.
I gotta see what he got to say.
Yeah.
I got to. But yo, all right. So basically they escort Dunk over. Oh, and but before he leaves, he tells them congratulations. Yeah. And then he leaves and he goes with the King's Guard up to the castle, and he meets Maekor in like a study. I'm not sure if it was the same study that Baelor was in, but he meets Maekor in a study, and Maekor is just giving him a look like why the hell did you even come into our life, man?
Right. Big man.
Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Big man. So he says, that he's sending Arion to the east to the free cities to see if to see if it can have any effect on him to
get them together.
Get them together, basically. So I guess that was the first thing. I think that right there was an olive branch, because he didn't tell Dunk nothing.
Yeah.
But he's like, yo, I'm sending Arion away because he was wrong for that.
Yeah.
Well,
he was wrong from the beginning when he didn't just do the one-on-one. He knew he was wrong from the beginning when he didn't just do the one-on-one.
He was mad at him for that. He was like, wow.
And you also can look at it like, look, his main thing was to offer him a job, right? Because he know his son loves him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He know his son, Aegon, loves this dude to death. I got to bring this dude to my service because this badass kid won't let it up. So I got to bring him in.
Talk about eggs.
So I got to get Arion out the picture for this dude to accept the job.
Out of mind. He just too much. He bringing the name down.
He bringing his name down. He's a bad. He got to go take I'm sending him to rehab, son, for a while.
He does some collateral damage. What's it called? Crowd control or whatever.
Crowd control.
Yeah.
Not crowd control, but
no.
Damage control.
Damage control. That's exactly what it was.
They are in damage control mode.
They were in damage. Baelor was basically he was the PR manager. He was handling it perfectly until Arion basically messed it up for everybody.
They're in sole damage control mode. They don't have any dragons. They already just had one rebellion by one other bastard. They're like, look, we got to get this friggin' realm back under control.
Right.
That's why they're there. They're at the tournament to show the crowd that they still got power and
we still got power. We're still good leaders. You can still trust us. We're still trustworthy.
And now here go my son just getting his ass whooped by a commoner.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Basically
even more.
It showed the whole realm that we could be touched.
Yeah.
It told the whole realm that we could be touched at any moment. We could be touched. So it was a bad look. Let me send him off. You don't got to worry about him. Matter of fact, you know what, y'all? Why don't you come work for us? You the new hotness. You the new hotness. Why don't you come for work? Why don't you come sign with Death Row?
You're not looking good right now, yo. You gotta do something.
Your street team strong right now. Right now.
Prince of Dragonstone. What the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gonna blame me.
Exactly.
Everybody gonna blame me.
So so he's basically, he's saddened because he's just like thinking that, people, like you said, people are gonna think that I meant to kill my brother, but even though it's a lie. But every single time something goes wrong in the realm, they're gonna be like, that wouldn't happen if Baelor was here. And I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Exactly what I would say.
That's what I would say.
You're damn sure ain't Baelor.
If Obama was in office, that wasn't gonna go down.
And poor Dunk, man. Right now. Poor Dunk. Dunk is just looking for a job. And he's like, God damn, I killed the damn Prince of Dragonstone. I got the Prince of Dragonstone killed. I got the other son exiled. I got 2 other dudes dead. Both the Harwins are dead. All this, and here go the next heir. Well, of course they got 2 other sons in front, but he's another dude that's in line for the crown, saying
he
that
don't like me.
Now his whole life was ruined because of me. Everybody's life is ruined.
I just came in for a job interview. And I killed the CEO. Ain't this a itch?
What a job.
God. So basically Dunk, he asked him, do you think that your foot or your hand was worth the same as a king? And he said that he thought about it. He said he thought about it himself, and he's just like, maybe that maybe he was thinking about what Sir Arlen would say, and he said basically, you think on the morrow, which is the title of the show. Maybe on the morrow, the realm would need my foot. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, you think your foot is worth the price of a king? And Dunk's like, maybe.
Maybe. I know that's right, Dunk.
Dunk's like, maybe.
And that was the turning point for Dunk to actually realize, because he was feeling very down and bad on himself. Like everybody, everywhere he's going, people are staring at him saying that you did this and looking at and judging. And then the son, you feel that guilt there. But good for him to stand up to say, hey,
yeah,
maybe there was
brave,
a reason why. And we know, of course, foreshadowing, we know that actually there is a reason why you're there. And so for him to say that to the soon-to-be prince, that was kind of bold. And I'm happy for him.
That was big. That was big.
You can almost see it in Makor's face, where Makor is just like, you just said that to my face, bro.
Right?
He was just like, I don't even know what to say back to you.
I'm trying to avoid killing you, my bro.
I'm trying to avoid killing you, my dude.
I really want to take your life, man. You done fucked up my life right now.
He's like, I forget all that. Egg wants to be a squire, son. Why don't you come through? I set y'all up at Summer Hall. You can swear to me. I set y'all up at Summer Hall. He could be your squire. Matter of fact, I'll finish your training because obviously you almost got your ass kicked by somebody half your size. So why don't you basically come through?
It's like the second person saying that his skills is trash.
His skills are trash. Lionel said the same thing in the camp.
Lionel was like,
let's finish your training, bro. Let's finish your training. You way too big. You way too big to be getting knocked down. It was Lionel. Not Lionel. Egg looked like help. Not Egg. Dunk looked like a toddler in a bouncy house. He was getting knocked down every single time he got on his feet. Wow.
He could have stayed on his feet for 2 minutes. This isn't still up.
Because then he's like he was a big ass target. He was a big ass target. Everybody can see him. Everybody can take a lick.
Yeah.
Right about you can't miss. You can't miss.
We might need you in the coming wars.
So
let's train you up, my dude. Let's get you trained up.
On a side note about Summerhall, right? So the heir to the Iron Throne was always considered the
Prince of
Dragonstone.
Yeah.
This person who was second would be the Prince of Summerhall.
Right.
So Summerhall played a big significance with
Targaryen.
The Targaryens. So
exactly.
So he was trying to get him to come back to Summerhall. That's why Maegor, his place was Summerhall.
His place is Summerhall. So basically, he's gonna set him up in his house to squire
Dragonstone is Baelor's.
Exactly.
Which is what he came there for.
Right. So basically, he would be under Makor's roof as a knight sworn to Maekor, squiring his son. Or with his son as a squire to him.
Pretty sweet deal.
But Dunk was like, I'm good. I'm done with princes. And
I can't be around you guys, man. You guys
badass little eggs at the door listening.
Badass little kid.
Yo, that was the word. He was bad as hell. Bad as hell.
Beaten.
With the little golden child hat on. You see the little golden
Ray on, son. Plain and simple, yo. And I was just like, I knew this little badass would be at the door listening. So he's just like, yo. He was like, yo, thanks for the offer, but I think I'm good. I'm done with princes. And then Maekor still looking at him like, are you crazy?
I'm gonna take my chances out on the road.
I'm chasing my chances on the road, bro. I'm good. So anyway, I'm trying to move on. Right.
Take my chances out on the road.
I think I'll be better off on the road for myself, for real. So he walks out, and basically, so he walks out. He walks down. He's walking down the hall, and he sees Egg sitting down at the sitting down on what's the name on a little ledge. So he goes and sits next to him. And he asks him, "Were you spying?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "You lied, little liar. You little liar, little shit." No. He lies like nothing, bro. No.
Doug look at him like, motherfucker, I knew you were sitting there listening.
I saw you to the people to the door.
I just saw you.
Bold face, straight face, too. Straight face.
He practically caught him running. He probably practically opened the door and he probably just ran off.
Exactly.
Okay. So you just happen to be sitting in the hallway outside the door that I'm talking with your dad about you. Right?
So you wasn't listening.
You hear none of that.
He wasn't listening. Yeah.
Nope.
So Duck knows what he was there for. And he's just like, yo, I can't take you for Squire, man. I can't take you for Squire. And then the little manipulative little shit says, well, maybe you're not the knight that I thought you were. I was just like, oh, hell no, you ain't dropping that.
Give me another stab.
They cut deep.
That cut me deep.
That cut me deep.
That cut me deep.
That cut me deep.
That was more than a flesh wound.
This little motherfucker.
And then walks off on him. I was like, oh, that little bastard, bro. Anyway,
and then walks off.
Egg was smart,
horrible little kid.
10 years old or 8.
He's a royal. He understands. He was with his mother's milk. He learned how to listen and how to manipulate situations and how to basically get what he wants out of people. So it makes sense.
Listen to the whole scenario. This little kid, he's like 9, 10 years old. His dad sends him with his older brother to a tournament that's like a day and a half, maybe 2 days ride away. Mm-hmm. His brother gets drunk. He leaves his brother and goes with a complete stranger. And he's a royal prince.
No regard for his own life.
Like that is kind of crazy.
It's just basically whatever he wanted. It's just basically whatever he wanted.
And then he's making full all out plans because he told Dunk, if you win the tournament, can I squire for you? Can I just stay with you?
He didn't plan on going back.
He didn't plan on going back.
But I mean,
devious.
He's devious.
He's just gonna ride this thing out. He's just gonna ride it out for how long? Why?
Because he's the fourth son of a fourth son. He never felt that he was ever going to even touch the throne. So who cares what he does? As far as he's concerned, I'm just here basically because I just came out of the right family. That's all. I was born into the right family. Ain't nobody gonna have no need for me. So why don't I basically live the life that I want to live? But at the same time, he needed to learn those lessons of there's people that basically you step on in life in your position that you need to basically realize that these are actual people in lives. So I feel like he realizes that he could trust Dunk. Dunk is going to protect him. He likes Dunk, and he feels more like that's like the big brother that he always wished he had.
Yep,
that's right.
Plain and simple, which we're gonna get back to. We're gonna get back to his brother that he actually does have, and how he really feels about that brother in a second. So basically, so when after Egg leaves him there, he starts thinking about, basically leaves him with the words, "You're not the knight I thought you were." He starts thinking about the knight that he has modeled himself on, Sir Arlen. So basically, he thinks about a conversation that he was having with Sir Arlen, and it is on the same the same hill where basically Sir Arlen dies, and is buried. And he's sitting there. He's basically sitting there talking to Dunk, and he asks Dunk if he ever told him that story. And Dunk's like, "Yeah, you told me that story like a million times, bro." So, but he tells the story anyway. He's just like Daddy. He gonna tell you the story anyway. You heard
those words
before, but you're gonna hear it again.
Those words knocked him into another flashback.
Those words, that's how those words hit him so hard and hit him into a flashback, bro.
You're not the knight I thought you were, because he actually was not even a real knight for real.
Nope.
So he's already thinking about the fact that I'm actually not even supposed to be here. I am alive regardless.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Right. That's why he got flipped back to. Wow, that's deep.
It's but crazy, go ahead with Sir Arlen. Go with Sir Arlen.
So Sir Arlen said, so he tells a story about where Sir Arlen is from. It was a custom that whenever the lords call their banners, all the people who are able to go and fight, they would take a penny and they would hammer it into a really huge oak tree in the square of the town. And the custom is they would hammer the penny in, and when they come back from war, they would take the penny back out. But what Sir Arlen realized is that sooner or later, there was no more space for them to put any new pennies because none of those kids came back. So basically, it really just made him think about, the story served two purposes. Number one, it served the purpose of telling him that serving these high lords ain't all it's cracked up to be. That all that honor and all, you leaving for adventure and all that good stuff and serving a higher power. It's not all that. Sometimes you got to find your honor yourself rather than serving somebody else to find your honor. That's the one side of it. But the other side of it was halfway before he was finished with the story, he just basically was just like, and another thing, he started buffering, son. He started buffering. I was like, oh, he died before he could. And then while he stopped, Dunk was just having a whole conversation with him. Was like, yo, so why you ain't never made me a knight, man? I mean, I was never gonna leave you, man. I love you, man. I was gonna follow you to the end of my days, man. I mean, I was just wondering why you was never make me a knight. Sir Arlen. Sir Arlen. I was just like, dang, he died.
Deja vu. Remember Tony Stark, Iron Man, when he found the Mandarin and he was talking to him in the room and the dude went to sleep water while he was talking?
I haven't seen that scene in so long.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes,
Iron Man 3.
Yo, that actor, absolutely love him.
With that played the Mandarin.
Yeah, he's actually in a new show. He's actually in a new show with
to be a serial.
Yeah, because he was like a drunk, and he was like
a real actor, but they hired him to play a
put him in the chair and was questioning him, and he was like,
"Oh, that guy, yeah,
yes."
He's really like an actor. I remember that.
Oh, wait, Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Yeah, he played Gandhi. He played Gandhi. He's in a new show He's in a new show called Wonder Man or something like that.
Yes,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He plays the same actor who played Wonder Man. I mean, who played Mandarin, but he's helping out another guy who's actually another superhero guy. It's actually pretty good. I haven't finished it yet, but
I've been meaning to watch it.
Okay,
watch it. We're gonna talk about it later. So okay, all right. So basically. He Dunk is there crying, thinking that Sir Arlen died mid-sentence, and then out of nowhere, he gets back up and he's like, "That's why they call it penny tree."
A good night finishes his story.
He said a good night finishes his story,
and that had significance to me because I thought that alone was going to make
the second significant part.
I thought that alone was going to make Dunk say, "You know what? I promised this kid that he could be my squire. I need to go back and be a man of my word."
Yeah. Exactly. And that was one of the catalysts to make him go back. Yep. He still wasn't completely sure, but he realized that he and Egg had some unfinished business. I really feel like he that reminded him of that. So back at Lionel's pavilion, they having one last toast, raising up one last glass before they head out on the road. Everybody raising up one last toast to everybody, to the two was it Harlan? What's his name?
Harlan's. Yep.
The two Harlans, and to Baylor. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pretty cool. And Raymond, sweet summer child, he thinks that basically, you know, how did they get on the beast? It must be magic. And his wife comes over like, what? She's sweet summer child.
She is about to run this dude crazy, yo. He is not bright. She know he's not
an
bright.
idiot. You're gonna be doing that a lot.
She about to run that whole family. That whole family about to be her. She about to be Orlena, plain simple, in that whole entire family. Anyway. So she comes
in the coffin.
Yes. I didn't get him on because she put the queen in the coffin.
Dummy.
And in the background, you have some other kids talking about yield, you dragon whore. I'm just like, damn, they are done with the Targaryens, bro.
Yep. And did you notice that Maekar was there? A couple of Targaryens was in there.
Yes, there was a couple of people that was actually at Baelor's funeral who was there too. Yes, including Daron.
And Maekar, he was in the side.
Oh, he was? I didn't even notice him. Yeah. I didn't even notice him there. Okay.
Him, yeah.
That was good that he came. He's playing some damage control. He's still doing that damage control. I'm not mad at that.
Damage control.
Yes. So, but the conversation that he has with Daron is very significant. Yep. Because so he comes up to Daron and Dunk is just like, yo, how you don't you have no shame? What you doing up in here? You know what I'm saying? These people died because you told that extra lie and put more sauce on the story. That's why they had to go to the trial of 7, you know. But you know, all he wants to do basically is get drunk. I mean,
he's like, he literally said,
them dreams is tearing him apart.
Tearing him apart, man. So, but he's just like he also is asking, you know, why won't you take Dunk as a squire? And it's crazy because Dunk, I mean, me personally, sooner or later I would have to wonder myself, why is all these Targaryens wanting me to take Dunk as a squire? Take Egg as a squire, so bad. Like, I mean, I'm a nobody, but are they really? It sounds as though they're concerned about this kid. It's like they're concerned about this kid. So
sure.
He basically tells him, he's just like, yo, you know, my brother wasn't always a monster. And he's just like, what, Dunk? I mean, Egg's great. Egg's a good boy. That's all he says about Egg. He's like, Egg is solid. That's a solid kid right there. So he's just like, yo, I'm not talking about Egg. He's like, Arian, man. Arian was a good kid when he was younger. He used to go and fish. He was a happy kid. And it just makes Dunk think like, so what did y'all do to these kids to basically to spoil these kids rotten? You were drunk. He basically is a homicidal maniac. You know what I'm saying?
Egg's a full-blown runaway.
And Egg's a full-blown runaway.
Full-blown.
And Aemon just wants to go to the library.
No parts of y'all.
Aemon wants to go to the library and go to the wall and say, I forget about all of y'all, B.
And just be a maester.
Be a maester. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Egg's trying to run away from his family so bad that he shaved his head. What kid shaved his head?
No, Darian shaved his head.
Darian shaved his head, so nobody would notice them because they just wanted to hang out in
the inn.
Yeah, they just want to hang out at the inn with nobody noticing that that's them. So that's why Darian shaved his head. But at the same time,
because Darian
was Egg's idea. It probably was Egg's idea.
Well, Egg said,
Egg did not want to look like his family.
Egg is not a reliable narrator due to the fact that dude lies like a rug. So, so who knows what the real tale was? He said Darian did it. Darian said he wanted to do it.
Why didn't Darian shave his own head too? Because he just wanted.
Because he got brown hair.
True. His hair.
He shaved Egg's head because Egg has the blonde hair of the Targaryen.
Oh, I know Darian has silver hair. He has brown hair.
Darian has the brown hair.
Like kind of like a light brown.
Yeah, like a light brown.
Okay.
Dornish.
Yeah. Because their mother is from Dorne, so basically it's all in the mix. It's all in the mix. What's going on with their looks, basically.
Wait, Maegor's mother's from Dorne. Maegor's wife from Dorne too?
No, the grandmother.
Oh,
the king's wife.
The king's
is
wife
Dornish.
Is a Martell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So their mother is a Martell. So basically, that's why Baelor's hair was black or brown.
Yeah. Right.
But the genes basically swung in the other way with Maekor, where he had the platinum blonde hair and gave that to his kids too.
Yeah.
So,
but you saying that the first son of Magor I didn't even notice that he had brown hair. I missed that.
Yeah.
Recessive genes, you know.
He has brown hair. Baylor's first son, that's the one we was talking about, Valerian. He has blonde. He has brown and blonde with the brown. He has brown with the blonde streak.
Exactly.
He has the blonde streaks, but all of them are like that.
So, you know, it makes you know, Dunk think a little bit, basically, as far as, you know, that Arion wasn't that much of a monster when he was young, you know. So cut to Egg sitting in his room, and he realizes he's just thinking, and he feels his head, and he feels that he feels the stubble coming back up on his head.
Hold on, Felicia. But before you go there, the last thing that Darion said was significant too, that made Dunk also think about taking Egg. He told him that we're probably not going to do any better with Egg either.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, we'll make a man out of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy to hear.
We're probably not going to do any different with Egg either. He'll probably be the same exact thing.
He's a liar.
Same exact thing.
Egg is a sweet little boy, and he's trying to say, hey, this is your chance.
Although at the same time,
going to be eventually that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Anybody who has kids got to know that their kids sometimes tell stupid lies. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, I'm joking around with him being bad, but he's
bad.
He's bad. He's still a little kid.
They tell white lies.
He bad.
They have big implications, but he be lying.
But his little lies be big lies because he's a car character.
Because he's rich.
Because he's rich. So cut to Egg. He's sitting in his room. He realizes that his hair is starting to come back, and he just goes and looks in the mirror, and it's something that basically just kind of snaps inside of him. He grabs a knife out of the fish and goes to his brother's room like he's about to jig his brother up. Like, yo, wow. I can't believe you survived that, son.
If Dunk ain't gonna take me, I ain't living no more time with you alive, bro. You got to go.
You gotta go. I'm not going back to summer home with you, bro. I'm not going back. It's gonna be either you or me. So he's walking, he's crying, and he's walking softly. And Arion is sleeping all sound. Everybody's limping around the whole place, and this dude is laying in a feather bed, sleeping and stuff. I was like, look at this soft ass little kid, man. Everybody else is basically walking around limping. Dudes, you such a soft life for you. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. He's walking up, approaching he looks like he's getting closer and closer until he realizes his father is sitting in the corner quietly.
That was classic.
And he was amazing.
That dude was like, what the hell?
And he comes up, he puts his hands on Aegon.
What the hell? What you finna do, boy?
And he drops the knife to the floor, and Makor looks like, yo, my kids are all over the place. Yo, my kids are just basically just
Hey, look, I don't think he even started crying till he turned around and saw his father there looking at him. That's when he started crying.
Oh my God.
Can y'all, as fathers, they're all parents, imagine being made?
I failed. All three of y'all.
Trash.
Oh my God.
And my other son went to the other side of the continent.
Where's my mother?
Be away from us.
Where's my wife? He said he need help. He need help with his children. He raising them on his own. He raising them on his own, basically. He need help. These children are... Yo,
he's a single father.
These children on Magon's face.
He don't know how to mess with boys. He can't raise boys. He can only raise boys one way.
He's gonna send a raven. He's gonna send a raven saying, "Help me! Help me!" God.
Yo, I only know one way. I don't know tenderness. I only know I'm gonna raise them just rough.
What the hell?
Warriors. That's all I can raise is warriors. They need a mother's hand. I need some help.
What the hell are you gonna do that night, boy?
Help! Help!
What the hell? What the hell was you gonna do with that knife, boy?
My youngest
God
son was about to go and kill his brother in his bed while he was basically healing up. Like he was just like, yo, you can't, I don't want you to get out of this bed. I would feel like I failed as a parent. I would feel like around that time that I failed as a parent.
And then he goes and he has to think like, what the hell has he done to you?
I mean, I'm sure that that would be the sad thing. If Makor had no idea of the torment that Arion was doing, was putting on Egg, that would just go to show you how much of an absentee parent he was. Yeah. He just
told the boy, put a knife to his crotch, and told him, I'm gonna make you a girl so I can marry you.
We got too many boys around here. I might as well make you a girl. That's crazy.
I'm gonna make you a girl,
even if you
so
joking.
I can marry you. That is some damn PTSD for your ass, boy.
PTSD. And I'm sure he was young. Dunk ain't no more than 10. So Dunk is like, this is life or death right now.
I'm gonna make you a girl, so I not to kill you, so I can marry you.
It's crazy.
That is traumatizing.
Yo. The look on Makor's face when he realizes what his son came in there to do was just like, help me, Jesus. Lord, please. I can't take it no more. Help me, Jesus. He looked up in the sky like,
please. You don't know what to do.
You know what to do, Father. Come, please help me.
What's going on with my family? I got a drunk, a homicidal maniac, a pastor, and a friggin' little boy that wants to kill the homicidal maniac. What the hell's going on with my family, man?
Drama.
Flip a coin, son. Flip a coin. Flip a coin. I mean, hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Right then, though, an attendant comes in saying that Dunk has come to for a request to audience. So, right on time. Right on time. If Egg didn't hear that, he was like, because that was Dunk is Egg's escape. If he didn't go with Dunk, he knew he was gonna go back to live with Arion.
Yep. And
he was gonna go right back to it. So that saved Makor, that saved Arion, that saved Egg. Dunk coming back just saves so much. So he comes back, and Dunk is waiting in the hall, and the little young Ashford girl comes by and just like, yo, I'm not even mad that you messed up my birthday party, bro. You did what you had to do.
That little girl was something else.
Random. That's random, son.
How she always
random, real random. In the book, she didn't have no lines.
And just walks away.
In the book, she didn't have no lines. They made a character out of no character. That was crazy.
There's a reason to have a part. There's a reason to have a tournament. That's basically all she was there for, really. So, but just then, Makor comes in, and he walks right past him into the thing, and I love it the fact that he always dismisses the guards because he's like, "Yo, Dunk ain't gonna do nothing. Dunk's a stand-up dude. He wouldn't even have asked Dunk in the first place if he didn't think that Dunk was a stand-up dude. Period. So he immediately excuses the guards. I'm okay with Dunk. Just me and Dunk is fine in the room. So he goes into the room with Dunk, and Dunk says that he agrees.
He says too. Make this quick because I'm trying to get the hell out of this fucking place.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He said, yo, make it quick.
Hurry up. Dang, I hate this place. My king, you don't even know what just happened in the room.
You don't know what just happened in that motherfucking room. I got a lot of shit to deal with, man.
So much going on right now, bro.
You got it.
It's time to go. It's time to go. We packed. As we speak, we packed. Period. So Dunk comes in and says that I agree to squire Egg, to take Egg on as a squire, but we're not gonna do it in Summer Hall. He'd be better served away from basically the castles and the servants and his family basically and basically Makor assumes correctly you mean his family. Pretty much he says and his family. And pretty much that's what he didn't say it, but that's pretty much exactly what he says. What he means. I ain't saying it. You said it. I ain't saying it. Plain simple. So Dunk says he will live, as he did when he was squiring for Lord Arlen. They will sleep in inns and halls of lesser lords, and sometimes under a tree. You know what I mean? And basically make the best of their journeys. And
Magar was insulted, like as a servant.
Exactly. As a peasant, exactly. Because he's just like he's the blood of the dragon. He can't be living on no street and eating hard salt beef.
Hell,
kind of crazy.
But Dunk was like, Arion basically probably ate like wagyu every single night, bro.
And he's a freaking mad.
You know what I'm saying? One's a drunk, the other one's a homicidal maniac. I mean, y'all didn't do too well with him there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Exactly. And look how they turned out. Look, exactly. I'm just saying. So
again, another bold statement. Dunk is just laying it all out there.
Laying it all out. Like, what you gonna do to me? Beat me?
What
you gonna do to me? What do I have to lose? I could have died yesterday. I'd have been fine with it.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help you out.
Y'all
keep on asking me.
Your son
keep on asking me.
All your kids asking me.
This the only way it's going to happen. This the only way it's going to happen.
Y'all stalking me now, man.
Take it or leave.
This the only way it's going to happen.
So if he doesn't get an answer, he basically just leaves it there. And so now Dunk is back in his camp, and he's basically preparing his
only son.
Yeah.
That's the last thing he said. That's my last son. It's my last son.
Yeah.
Damn.
And there's some speculation of the different meanings behind that word. It is his youngest son, so it's his last son, basically. But that could also mean he's my last chance of having a true legacy that basically who could live up to the name Targaryen.
Yep.
Because obviously, Arion just basically made a fool of himself and will be a laughing stock forever. Daron doesn't want nothing to do with this. He basically is too lost in his dreams in the cup. You know what I'm saying? And homeboy Aemon basically already said, I don't want nothing to do with it but these books.
Hey, we all hate to admit it, but we all got a favorite. I ain't afraid to tell my kids I got a favorite. I tell them all the time, I got a favorite. Y'all want to ask, if you brave enough to ask me who's my favorite, then it's up to you.
Don't hurt your feelings.
I know what you're going to say.
Don't ask no questions you don't want to know the answer to, bro. Don't ask no questions you don't want to. You know Egg is the favorite because Egg basically
he's the favorite.
He would have slapped up all them other kids, but Egg is just like, come on, Egg, get in the car. Get in the car.
Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
It's like Blackish. It's like Blackish. Every time what's name was around, the girl, the oldest daughter,
right?
That was his favorite.
That was his favorite. Let you get away with everything, son. All day, like even what's we call it? Even in family, what was that called? Not Family Ties. What's that called?
Family Matters.
No. With the big family and there's the everybody's anyway. Everybody has a flavor. The what?
Modern Family.
Modern Family. Exactly. Like the oldest girl was the favorite.
Yeah. Right.
She was
the F up of all F ups. But they gave her 15 chances. 15 chances. And then let her live in the house with her boyfriend. Anyway, it's wild. But anyway, so back at the camp, Dunk is basically preparing to leave. He's preparing his horses, he's packing them up, he packs his saddle bags with his broken shield in there. Basically, he's gonna take his shield. I hope he gets it fixed very soon. When out of nowhere, a white horse basically rides up. It's Sugarfoot. Not Sugarfoot. Sweetfoot. Sweetfoot. Sugarfoot. I want to call him Sugarfoot. Sweetfoot trots up, and Raymond comes up like, yo, I bought him back for you, bro. Yo, Raymond's a solid ass dude.
Solid. Down by law.
Right there, right? That's twins.
Down by law.
All the way through. Consistent.
You go back like applesauce and applesauce. You go back like applesauce and what's the name? And
you gave me everything, bro. You gave me everything.
He found his best. He's found his best friends.
Where would Raymond be without Dunk right now? Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? So he comes up. He bought the horse back for him.
The last episode, I can't remember her name, but she said, "Go out there and find a family." He found his family.
He found his family, and the family found him.
Yeah,
that's the beautiful thing about it, man.
These are people who will die for you. That's family.
That's family. That's like what Lionel was saying earlier. He was just like, "Yo, you here crying over Baylor? I fought for you. The dudes fought for you. The Apple Boy fought for you.
The Apple Boy."
The Apple Boy.
That damn Baylor. He called him. He didn't fight for you. He wasn't going to get hit.
He wasn't going to get hit. He was fighting against people who was going to hit him.
The Apple Boy.
The gods will not be mocked.
The gods will not be mocked. There it is. That was a line. That was a line.
It was a bar.
Plain simple. That was a bar. So, he said he bought it back from him, and said that at least it will bring him some sunlight, when he's up there at Storm's End with Lionel. But he's like, I'm not going with Lionel. He's just like, really? So he's he decides to actually let Sweetfoot stay with Robin with Raymond. So he gives the horse back to Raymond, and Raymond's just like, you my man, pots and pans, man, forever.
You are my God. I got a wife, a kid on the way, and a horse.
Oh, Dunk Jr. is on the way. I could feed him apples all day, son. Just feed him apples all day.
Apple.
He loves apples.
And oh my God, man!
I know what was going through his head. Like he was like, "You're not going to go back with Baratheon. You're not going here. You're not going there. You're going to go back out on the street.
Go back on the street.
You're wild boys.
You're wild boys, man.
I'm taking this damn. I'm taking this knighthood.
Wild boy, you go wild.
You want to see how far the knighthood could take you, baby.
You went through all this to go back and sleep in some more hedges?
You wild.
He passed up 2 houses. 2. The Baratheon and the Storm
houses.
Two major houses.
Major. Not a regular house. Because, see, this is the deal. And this is why...
isn't there 1 and 2 Targaryens and Baratheons is 1 and 2?
They close. Matter of fact, Baratheons and Baratheon have a little bit of a lineage connected to Targaryen, that's why they're so close to King's Landing.
That's right, because
that's why Robert had a closer tie to the throne.
Siege.
When Aegon did his conquest, he did it with the Baratheon. I think it was Stefan Baratheon. No, I think it was Horus Baratheon. Whatever it was. And it was implied that Aegon's father had the Baratheon. It was his bastard son.
Oh wow!
So technically, Aegon and the Baratheon were stepbrothers. So, and when Aegon did his conquest, the Baratheon took over Storm's End. So he technically, their family is there.
Their family's close enough connected.
Right, they were there basically from the beginning.
But those are 2 of the biggest houses. Like the next closest house is probably Lannister and Stark. Yes. Those are 2 as far as big, well-known houses, basically.
Yeah,
he passed it up to go on the road.
Boltons,
right?
It was the main house of the
whole main houses.
Right, exactly.
That was his goal. Yeah, that's crazy. He's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. But Raymond's just like, dang, I already got plans, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go home, help my dad, set up this new cider business, you know what I'm saying? Go get this cider money, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go get this cider money, baby. It's blue skies from here, baby.
like Bubba Shrimp. Like Bubba Shrimp, baby.
I got my wife, got kids on the way. Shoot.
I got kids to feed, you know what I'm saying? Go get this hard cider business going. Get that hard cider business going, baby. So, so basically, he gives the horse to Raymond, and later Dunk basically he removes Sir Arlen's penny from the sword and hammers it into the tree that he's been staying next to as a kind of like a tribute or honor to Arlen, saying that he came back. He was one of the ones who came back when so many others weren't able to do so. So I thought that was a really cool moment that he did.
And since he gives away the horse and the penny, he's really letting Arlen rest.
He's letting Arlen go. He's letting Arlen go. Yes. And going on to become his own type of knight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and it's about and as he's about to leave, with his remaining two horses, not knowing which way he's gonna go, he's talking to the horses like, I don't know which way we're gonna go. Stop looking at me like that. So he's just like, out of nowhere, talking to horses. Out of nowhere, here comes Egg, and he runs up. He's just like, my father says that I could serve you, Dunk. And Dunk's like, looking at him, he's like, you say to serve you, sir. Immediately falls into the respect, put respect on my name, basically. Gets him in line. Basically, we're not equals. Squire.
He's immediately starting to train him from day one.
Exactly. Yeah. Immediately, if he was gonna come, he knew it was gonna be whatever that's what's gonna be. So immediately steps into that role. So that's what's up.
So he realized he's gonna take on the responsibility of raising this kid.
Raising him,
but he wants to raise him as a good person, as an honorable person.
Yeah, absolutely. With the knowledge from that fortune teller that kid might actually take the throne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. You think he was listening? Egg was listening.
I don't know if he was listening, but Dunk ain't stupid. Dunk's slow, but he ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he at the very least, he was like, he at the very least, he would like to have a hand in raising at least one good Targaryen, because he believes in the great houses and he believes in the honor of of service and to be there for the people and to be good people and examples.
But deja vu.
Last deja vu. We're gonna wrap this up. Go ahead.
Deja vu. Uhtred, son of Uhtred, was given.
Haven't seen this in a long time, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Okay.
I love the show. I haven't seen it in a long time though.
King
Go ahead.
Edward, the son of Alfred, King Edward's bastard son. Remember, King Edward said, I can't keep this boy here. It would cause too much controversy.
He did give him his son to raise. I forgot about that part.
And he took him out on the road and treated him and taught him the life of a warrior away from the castle. He knew nothing about the royalty and all that stuff, but he knew he was raising a future prince.
Hey, didn't they make him a eunuch, or didn't they cut his
No, that happened to his son.
That happened to his son.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that show. We might have to review that, Julian.
And Uhtred raised the hell out of that boy too. That boy became a fighter.
He was a beast. That kid was a beast. I was just like, oh, that's a knight right there. That's a future knight right there, bro.
That the same thing,
Same thing.
Hey, how about have y'all heard that they're gonna make a movie? Are they thinking about making a movie out of the first time Targaryen, Aegon Targaryen?
That's what they need to do.
I don't know if it's gonna make a movie, but they should make it a movie. Instead of making it a whole movie
out of Aegon's Conquest or Robert's Rebellion. Both of those, they don't need to be another show. They need to be just a movie.
Aegon with his
3 months, film it, boom. Yeah, exactly.
Wives, that one.
That'll be dope. Both parts. Get the Lyanna Stark and Rhaegal in there too. That would be beautiful, man. That would be beautiful.
Stories. Yeah.
Wrap it up, Felicia. Wrap it up.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so they basically. He starts leading with a stern hand right from the beginning and tells him, you can have Chestnut. Don't let me catch you on Thunder unless I put you on him myself. Period. You know what I'm saying? And Egg agrees and he's ready to go. So, they're riding off and they don't know exactly where they're going. And Egg basically says that I hear there's some good puppet shows in Dorne. And I'm just like, you're gonna go to Dorn. Go see about that Tansel the Tall. Go see what that do.
Right out of Dorn.
Yes, she's from Dorn, and they went back to Dorn after all the shenanigans that happened. So, okay, maybe they might go to Dorn, and then basically he was just like, "Yo, we can go anywhere to 7 kingdoms." He's like 9 kingdoms, and Dunk is like, "Don't look like me." I had the same exact look at Dunk. I was
like 9 kingdoms.
9 kingdoms.
What is this?
I had a Russell Westbrook face on, like, what? But he broke it down, and he basically added crown lands, which we had to go to our maester here, JueJams, basically, and he broke it down. It's with the Iron Islands at this time, Iron Islands and the crown lands are also considered parts of the realm and separate realms unto their own. So basically, it's the 9 kingdoms. Or 9 hells. How that came about, and then I'm gonna let you get back to the finish because the last thing is the funniest thing. But before Aegon, when the Targaryens got there, they just stayed on Dragonstone and they just policed the Narrow Sea, and they collected wages or whatever and helped take care of the Narrow Sea. So it was the 7 kingdoms, and the 7 kingdoms was the Starks, who had the north, the Lannisters had the Westerlands, Harren the Black had the Riverlands, and the Riverlands included the Iron Islands. Then I forgot the name of the house who had the Stormlands. And Stormlands is that's not Baratheon. They wasn't Baratheon at the time. I forgot the name of the house. And the same thing as the Reach. The Reach was by another house before the Tarleys, right?
And then Dorne.
And then Dorne was by the Martells. And the Vale was by the Arryns. Was owned by the Arryns. When Aegon took over, and he killed Harren the Black, that separated the Iron Islands from the Riverlands, because he let the Greyjoys take over the Iron Islands, and the Tullys took over the Riverlands, because Harren the Black was killed. And when he built Aegon's fort on that edge of the coast, he just made the Red Keep, and that became the Crown Lands. Right. Yeah, I never knew that was a separate kingdom. I knew that the Iron Islands were part of the realm, and they wasn't part of the realm, and they were part of the realm, and they wasn't, basically. And Dorne also just really kind of joined and wasn't, and then rejoined recently before Robert Baratheon, came and took the crown back, basically. But yeah, basically that's that the Crown Lands. I was like, where's the Crown Lands? But basically, the Crown Lands is like DC,
King's Landing, and
the surroundings of King's Landing. Yes,
exactly.
God's Wood, the King's Wood, in that area around the Red Keep, the capital. Exactly. But technically, the Crown Lands is the Stormlands. Right. Technically. Exactly. So they're basically riding off into the countryside, deciding probably to go to Dorne or wherever else they decide to go. And I love the fact that they had just right behind them, they had Sir Arlen Spirit that's basically kind of riding behind them. Massive. And then they kind of do a Paul Walker, and he rides off into he does a little veer off. Yeah, from Fast and Furious. Because Fast and Furious. Now rides the Dunk is going on his own journey. Leaves them to their own journey, basically. That's what I said. And it came up saying a Knight of the 9 Kingdoms. But right before it's done, it cuts back to Maekor, and he's like, anybody see Egg? No. Egg? No. Where the fuck is that kid? No, where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? God darn it. When that dude says the F word, it's hilarious. Yo, because 2 seasons ago, he was like, what the fuck is a trial by 7?
Right. 2 episodes ago. Dude. He'll drop it real quick. He'll drop one real quick.
What the heck
exactly.
is that?
But yo,
what the fuck is a trial by 7?
So that means that Egg lied to Dunk.
That's 3 lies.
And said his father sent him. He basically ran away from home.
And I want to believe that. I think that's way bigger I think that's way better of a story. I think they added that to the show.
They did.
To say that he's always going to be under heat with the Targaryen. But it could be that Maegor is trying to cover the fact that he let his son go with the Hedge Knight. It could be that. He could just, he didn't want to say that he let his son go with the Hedge Knight. He could say the son ran away.
Oh.
It could be that, but I want to say that Egg ran away.
That's an interesting twist. Although, if you were going to let your son go off with any Hedge Knight, it would be Duncan the Tall.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that. But at the same, I was about to say, this is a very dated mindset that I had. That's like saying, that's like your son going off. That's like your child, going off with Diddy when Diddy was at his pinnacle. That's a very dated statement right now. But he was hot back then. He was hot back then.
But
so that was like letting your son go off with like the Kingmaker.
Yeah.
Basically, Dunk was hot at that time. So people might have had no problem with it. But because of the fact that inside of the royals and high lords, Dunk is probably not seen as a great person to have Egg, mentor. So I could see that. That's actually a really good point, Julian. That basically maybe he did it just to save face, like, oh, there he go running off again, basically. But
because he ran off once.
I was like, that lying little shit.
Believable.
Yep. He ran off once. So
I was like, but anyway, but that was the end of the episode where he basically everybody's leaving. Arion's on the horse, everybody's on the horse, is looking sullen, riding off, and Makor's looking for his son, like that mother in Home Alone looking for Kevin, basically. So that was that was the end of the season.
No, R.I.P. Moira.
Each one of you, exactly. Each one of you, real quick, tell me what y'all thought about the season and how you feel about what's to come.
I loved it. It was nice building those characters up, watching Dunk's story. The actors is good too. Watching Doug's character from a novice squire to a knight who's going to teach somebody else, who's taking somebody else under his wing. It was a nice story. I liked it.
Right, he has some real world experience now as a knight, so he might have some things to actually offer now.
Yep, all 6 was great, even though they were short.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I do wish that I go back and forth if it should be that short or not, but I thought it was really well done. Great writing. I think it was different from what we're used to on purpose. And from all the reviews that I heard too, and the feelings of like the author George, he feels that it was pretty spot on as well. So he was pretty happy with it. I thought it was just a beautiful story, and we constantly are looking for more around the background of how we got to GOT. So this is just a really good story of another view of how we got to the ultimate Game of Thrones with all of our lovable characters. So it was beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, I felt like it was a breath of fresh air just to get a different type, because House of the Dragons was trying a little bit more to get towards the Game of Thrones type of theme, and this completely did a totally different thing, but it was significant. Yeah. It had significant characters, it had significant storylines, but it didn't do it the same way. And it actually added a bit of comedy, because with all the tragedy and all of the horror that go on in Game of Thrones shows with House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, it was a breath of fresh air to actually see, there was a little tragedy, but you wasn't devastated by it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? How devastating was the Red Wedding? You're like, God damn.
Yeah, I was just up for a while.
You know,
I'm happy to see little squabbles. I'm happy to see little squabbles.
Little squabbles that are significant.
Significant squabbles. But not.
Spoiler alert, Egg becomes king anyway. You know?
Right.
And so I thought that was very, very, I think it was well done, it's well written. And thank God they're already shooting the second season, so we won't have to wait that long.
Perfect.
They're actually filming season 1, season 2, and season 3 right after each other.
Nice.
They're gonna film straight back. They're gonna still film straight through.
That means they might pump out more than 3 seasons.
Oh, what? I heard 15.
I heard. Listen, George R.R. Martin. Let me tell you how I feel. Hey. George R.R. Martin said that he actually wrote about 12 to 15 more novellas for the story of Dunk and Egg, because basically, you know, even at the end of the third story is nowhere near for him to basically even take the throne yet. And we know exactly how his story kind of goes, but not how it ends. It's actually coming out that Dunk is not completely sure or completely confirmed that Dunk even dies at Summer Hall later on in the storyline. Sorry for spoilers. It's opening up so much of lore for that time, where take the dragons off the board. This is just people trying to live a life after these huge nuclear bombs, or they to stop using nuclear bombs. It's just basically people against people trying to fight until Danny comes back with dragons. Basically, this is that middle time where everybody's trying to solidify and get a peaceful times and trying to solidify peaceful times while the royals are still infighting. So it's a really, really great period to explore, and I love the fact that George R.R. Martin is really involved in this one. His books were really what was driving the Game of Thrones, but D&D were the ones who were the executive producers, and they basically decided that they were going to write the ending themselves, pretty much with some guidance from George, but he wasn't happy with it. I love to see work that actually has the writer involved, because it really brings about the actual story. And that's what I love about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, because it's actually coming from the writer, actually flushed out, great world building already in there. They're going to basically flush out so much more of the world building that sets up to get into the Game of Thrones, because it was 70 years before Game of Thrones, really. So that's pretty much nothing. As a matter of fact, I even saw a video today before that reminded me that actually Tywin Lannister actually was a cupbearer for Aegon when he becomes king. So that's how close to before Game of Thrones this is. It's so close that basically it's like nothing. Dunk could be like Brienne's like great grandfather. That's how close it is.
Is still in there. There's a lot of people still that we know in GOT that actually is living during this time.
Exactly. Or their grandfathers.
And spoiler alert, all of the Targaryens that we know come through Egg.
Yes.
It's all of them through Targaryen, Viserys, Rhaegar, the Mad King, they all are children of Egg.
Or exactly.
Grandchildren of Egg.
Exactly. So it's a combination of everything what you guys said is exactly why I love this show. I love the fact that they actually have a plan and it's expanding, and I love that the author is involved. It's the comedy, it's the action. I wish they could up it up to 45 minutes per episode. But at the same time, I'll take it at 30 minutes at a time. But it's good enough that I come back every single week, even though it's 30 minutes. So it's a great show. I will definitely be back here with whichever of my family would like to join me any week to review season 2 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And I hope that it doesn't take too long to come back to it, guys. So thank you guys for coming with me on this journey. We are 43 minutes over where I wanted to be, but sometimes you just got to let a cake bake. You know what I'm saying? Let it cook. So, but we're gonna work on it, get a little shorter time from time to time. But this was a season ending, so we had to sew up a lot of different ends and different things. We had to talk about the beginning, talk about the end. So, but I thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you so much. We had somebody
having us.
Fun.
Thank y'all for being with me, man. We had somebody in the chat. It was Oshi3178. I'm not exactly who you are. You might be family. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you for getting in the chat. I wish there was some more people in here, but we getting there. We gonna get there. We getting there. Absolutely, man. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. Share it with your friends. It was a time. A time was had. That's all I know. I had a time with my brothers and sisters, living my dreams of talking about the world of Game of Thrones / a Song of Ice and Fire on my channel, on any channel, maybe on another channel sooner or later, basically. But either way, it's gonna be great, and I hope that you guys come back and watch it with us. Thank you so much. I would like for my family here and for my family out there, we are all family. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of your health. Think about yourselves. Think about your family and everybody around yourself. You know what I mean? Watch out what's going on. Keep your head on the swivel. Get your birth certificates and your licenses updated. Get a passport. We have responsibilities out there. Please also take care of your health. And like my favorite book series, The Wheel of Time, I wish you all to find water and shade in these hot times. Peace out, people. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Later.
Peace.